This is a quick review of two Minimalist waterproof toiletry pouches. Both made by Nite-Ize. This is the 311 pouch, and this is the RunOff Toiletry bag. Unlike the RAI shower roll that I looked at last week, all of my upcoming toiletry bag reviews are going to be minimalist, under 3 ounces or about 85 grams. These are well below that threshold. Listed weight on the 311 is 2.4 ounces. It's only 1.4 on my scale. Listed weight on this is 2.8. My scale, it comes in about 2.4. If you've watched my channel before, you know I like Nite-Ize gear. They make a lot of innovative minimalist gear that works great for travel. So far, I'm very impressed with these two bags. They're extremely well made, very durable, rugged materials with a combination of this TPU impregnated fabric, which is welded on to this TPU rubber-like plastic. And so you can see your stuff. They both come with a clear front window and the first zipper I've ever seen that is completely waterproof. Most bags rely on something like this YKK AquaGuard zipper to keep out the water. These work extremely well by having this seal on the outside. However, the zipper still has nylon teeth and you're relying on the seal coming together perfectly, and you're always going to have a tiny gap where the zippers meet. The zipper on the Nite-Ize pouches is designed more like a Ziploc bag. It has these thick rubber edges that overlap when you attach them with the slider. And then on the end, it has this soft rubber housing that fits perfectly with the zipper pull, making a completely waterproof seal. And then to show you how well this works, I filled a large pouch here completely full of water. There's about 3 liters of water in here. It weighs around 6.5 pounds. And as you can see, this thing isn't leaking at all. The only downfall on this design is that these zippers are a little stiff and you have to put a decent amount of pressure on them to get them open and to secure them into the housing. Now let's have a look at the differences and the features between these two bags. The Nite-Ize 311 is designed to be a TSA compliance liquids pouch, which means the capacity is about 1 liter or around 1 quart. You can use this as just your liquids bag and pack it completely full with 3.4 ounce or less bottles. Or if you're minimalist enough, you can just use this as your entire toiletry kit. The toiletry bag is quite a bit larger. You can see side by side here. This thing is designed more like a rectangular DOP kit. I'd say it's about 3 liters or around 3 quarts. And because of the rectangular shape, you're gonna be able to fit a ton of stuff in here, and it's really easy to pack compared to the 311, where you lose a little capacity here because of the tapered seams on the sides and the top. As far as hanging these pouches go, they both have some sort of clip or attachment points. The toiletry bag has this big, thick fabric loop on one end and this smaller little clip point here on the other end. One option would be to hang it by the loop, leave the zipper about halfway open, lets you reach inside, get some of your stuff. It's not ideal, but there's really no way to hang this bag so the zipper's facing up. 311 is much more versatile. It has these 2 reinforced clip points on either side, and then these 2 belt loops in the back. The belt loops don't really make sense for the toiletry pouch. Like, why would you be carrying around your toiletry bag attached to your belt? However, you could get double duty out of this thing by using it as a dry bag. Take your toiletries out, put your electronics in there, hook it to your belt if you're out hiking or maybe paddleboarding. This design is also much more versatile. You have lots of options for hanging it. You can run a piece of cord through the belt loops, tie them to these clip points on the end, or like I did here, these 2 Nite-Ize micro locks clipped in with just a piece of string, lets you hang the bag. Now I'll do a quick packing comparison, fill these things up with toiletries so you can see how much each bag holds. This is a pretty standard minimalist setup for me without trying to be too small. I have a few large bottles, basic toiletries, shampoo bar. That's everything packed in there. The one downfall with this bag is because it has the tapered seams, these larger round bottles, you kind of have to Tetris them in there to get them to fit properly. And the Nite-Ize toiletry pouch, I said it's about 3.5 liters, easily 3 times as large as this one. I don't have nearly enough toiletries to fit in here, so I'm just gonna take everything toiletry related I can find, jam it in there so you can see how big this thing is. So this is almost comically large. I just packed all this stuff full in there and it fit fine. This is way more than I would ever take with me on the road. And again, just because of the shape of this thing, it's super easy to pack. You don't even really need to try. You can just basically just dump all your gear right in here. That's everything packed in there. And because this thing is so large, you could really even use it for some kind of non-toiletry related gear. You could throw your travel towel in here, or any other kind of little small things that you just wanted to keep dry. In summary, I love both these pouches so far. They're very well made, extremely rugged, durable, and completely waterproof. They're basically identical as far as the materials go, with the biggest difference just being the size, design, and the style. If you're on the fence between these two bags, the 311 is gonna force you to pack quite a bit smaller than maybe what you're used to. Well, the toiletry bag is gigantic, but it has 3 times the capacity at only about an ounce more weight. I love the packing style on the toiletry bag. It doesn't have any sharp corners, so it maximizes the volume and it's very easy to pack. Well, you do lose a little bit of capacity over here on the 311 because of the tapered corners. And if you want your bag to be able to hang up in the shower, the easy choice is gonna be 311 with these 4 attachment points. Ideally, I think we have a combination of 2 really great features. I would love to see another iteration of these bags with the toiletry bag being a little bit smaller, maybe 1.5 liters, about half this size would be perfect. Or you could take the 311 pouch, maybe add some gussets here in the corner, making it a little bit more rectangular, easier to pack. That's all I have for these Nite-Ize waterproof toiletry bags. If you stick around, my next review, I'm gonna be looking at an even more minimalist toiletry bags by Matador. So I hope you stick around for those. And again, thanks for watching.